Good morning. Guess what day it is? It's October 13th, 2024. There are several things that are celebrated today. One is National M&M Day. Now, I like M&Ms. They're very good. But there are two other things that are celebrated today that I want to speak just a moment about. Good Samaritan Day. Now, most people know that the story of the Good Samaritan comes from the Bible. So I'm just going to read it to you. In Luke chapter 10, beginning with verse 25, it says, "And behold, a certain lawyer stood up and tested him, saying, Teacher, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? He said to him, What is written in the law? What is your reading of it? So he answered and said, You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself. And he said to him, You have answered rightly. Do this and you will live. But he, wanting to justify himself, said to Jesus, And who is my neighbor? Then Jesus answered and said, A certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and fell among thieves, who stripped him of his clothing, wounded him, and departed, leaving him half dead. Now by chance a certain priest came down the road, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. Likewise, a Levite, when he arrived at the place, came and looked, and passed by on the other side. But a certain Samaritan, as he journeyed, came where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion. So he went to him and bandaged his wounds, pouring on oil and wine, and he set him on his own animal, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. On the next day, when he departed, he took out 2 denarii, gave them to the innkeeper, and said to him, Take care of him, and whatever more you spend, when I come again I will repay you. So which of these 3 do you think was neighbor to the man who fell among thieves? And he said, He who showed mercy on him. Then Jesus said to him, Go and do likewise." So this is the story of the Good Samaritan. There was a gentleman who was robbed and left to die. 2 religious leaders came by and just passed right on by him as if they didn't see him. But a person who was a Samaritan, and the Samaritans in Jesus' day were a race of people that the Jews did not associate with because they were a mixture of Jews and other races. They did not like the Samaritans. But the Samaritans stopped, and he helped, and he took care of the man. So he was a neighbor. He was a good neighbor to this person who was injured. The Bible calls us to do the same, to go out and to be a good Samaritan to those who are maybe less fortunate than we are, those that are in need. And today is Good Samaritan Day. So if you see someone that needs a hand with something, stop. Take a minute to be a Good Samaritan. Today is also Pastor Appreciation Day. And if my pastor sees this, I love you, Pastor, and appreciate you. Make sure that when you get to your service today, you thank your pastor for the many, many hours of preparation that they have put in to bringing the word to you, to loving you, to serving you. They truly are servants. So today, show your appreciation for your pastor on Pastor Appreciation Day. So, there are many things to think about today. Think about your neighbor. Think about your pastor. Hey, maybe give them some M&Ms. It's National M&M Day. So have a good day. Until tomorrow.